Hello world, Peter's Cardboard here. Today we're going to look at how to package cards so we can send them in the mail. And what we're going to start with is just how to package 4 cards. And I have 4 very nice cards here in front of me. Yeah, they're all tokens. And what we're going to do is first we're going to sleeve them all up like this. And the sleeves I use are these Ultra Pro ones because they can have multiple cards in them. I think they're really nice for at least having 4 cards in a sleeve. And what we're going to do next is we're going to tape this to some cardboard. Nope, we're not. We're actually going to close off the top first. And for that I have ready this little piece of paper here. So we'll just put up here and across. And on it goes. So now the cards cannot get out. And then we're going to tape this to piece of cardboard, and we're just gonna put this here, and I want this somewhere in the middle, so if there's any impacts to the side, the card won't be hit. Of course, if it's a really big or really hard impact, it might. And then I will put this on top and just do like this. Let's get a piece of tape, and I use painter's tape for this. Some people might think that's unprofessional. I'm just a regular guy sending cards out. I'm not a shop, so this will do it for most. Yeah, I don't like this moving around here. See, I didn't put it on tight enough, so I'll just tighten it up a little bit. There you go. Now it can move. And I'm also going to tape the sides. I'm not going to put it in sort of a cross here, because if you rip some of the tape off on one side and this would go above, you might rip it so hard that the cardboard starts to bend, and we definitely do not want that. We want the cards to get there, and we want the packaging experience to be good as well. So even though the cards can bend a little bit inside, we don't want them to bend, really. Alright, so this is all we need to do. And we need to get an envelope. And this is to Peter, from Peter. And we can just put this in here. And close it up. And now it's all packaged, ready to be sent. Of course you need a real address on this, or it's not going anywhere. And yeah, so what we're going to do next is we're going to dog feed this to ourselves to see how is the experience of opening this. So we're just going to open this up. This was already used previously, so it's quite easy to open. You can also rip up the side if you're sure there's nothing else in the letter and sort of feel, there's the package, and then do it like that. Yeah, that tore it all open. It's up to you when you open your packages. And then we just start opening this. And that was the top. And let's do the sides next. And the other side, that will just come right off like that. We're left with the card. Or cards. There's 4 cards in this. It could also just be 1 card. This is where I need to be a bit careful. There we go. And let's just open this up as well. So that is all there is to it. We've just packaged the cards and we've sent them, and they were okay. Yeah, the mail did not mess this one up. So yeah, that's how I package my cards. And next up, let's look at how to do this with some top loaders. You can always use, of course, more stiff cardboard, but you can also use a top loader, which also bends. But if you use a top loader, let's say you have a really expensive card, like a Black Lotus, you put that inside of a sleeve. And there's basically 2 ways you can do this. So you can put them like this. That way they cannot get out. but I would still recommend putting some tape at the top. So one thing we're going to do before we put that in is we're going to add a pull tab. So I'm just gonna get one of these and put here at the top. Because the thing I really hate about top loaders is that it's so hard to get the cards out of them. So if you have a pull tab, it's going to be really easy to wheel this out. Whoops. And we're going to do the same thing as we did before. I'm just going to reuse it. Normally I can't do that, of course, but put some paper on top of it. Now it's not going anywhere. And you can add as many layers of protection as you want. You can even wrap this in cardboard, and it's going to be really hard to bend. It really depends on how valuable the card is. And you put it back in here. So, and yeah, a single top loader can bend a little bit. That's okay. The cards can handle that. The problem is if they get really bent, then they break. And let's just open this up again. So if you use regular tape on this, there will be remains of tapes everywhere. With painter's tape, there is some, but it's very little. And when we have this pull tab at the top, pull tab, yeah. We'll just pull this right out. Instead of having to use pincers or whatever. The professionals have pincers, right? The rest of us, we just put our finger in here, and then that works too. But I like the pull tab. I think that's really, really nice. So we've sent some cards in cardboard, and we sent some cards in a top loader. The last remaining thing is if you have a big stack of cards. And for that we're going to do something differently. We are going to take this. I don't know how many cards there's here, but quite a few. And then we're just going to wrap them inside of this paper. And we're not going to, I'll just put them up here. We're not going to do it very tight. And there we go. So now they're all in here. And we can bend one side up. And we can bend another side up. And here I would actually use regular tape normally, because this one is quite easy to rip open. But I don't have it on me right now, so I'll just use some more painter's tape. It'll work just fine. No worries. Yeah, I could have made that more nicely. Normally I would like this side to be flat. So let's just redo that. And there we go. Now this is taped. Of course you'll need a bigger envelope than this. I have these, which are quite big. And one of the things you can do is you can tape them on the inside. This one is bubble wrap. That only protects the envelope. It does not protect your cards really. So that is more so the envelope does not get damaged, because now this is quite a big chunk of cards, and with a regular envelope it might tear it apart. Of course you can have bigger envelopes on this, but even at that size it can get rips and the cards can fall out. That's much harder with a bubble wrap envelope, so that's why you can use those. It's not for protection of the cards, it's for the envelope. And when you receive this, you can open it just as before. Just like this, and you have all your nice magic cards inside. And this is just bulk comments from Marshall's machines. yeah, I think we just went through everything there. Use you can use cardboard for almost anything. It's really down to how well it bends. So it follows the cards. So you see, if the card is in there, let's just try it. See, there's nothing. Of course, if the card is, I'm just gonna take a card. I'm just gonna take a token instead. Yeah, not gonna take the Black Lotus. That's for sure. So let's get a arena card here. Let's say if it really gets bent like that, the card is going to be bent. But there is no. Let's just take another one. Even in a top loader. If it gets bent, yeah, and I know this one is going without a sleeve. If it gets bent, maybe it gives a little bit more protection, right? But you can see it's bent. So it's really down to the sturdiness of what you wrap it in. And there's so many different types of cardboards, and there's so many different types of top loaders and so on. I ship most of my cards in cardboard, and so far I haven't had any complaints whatsoever. So yeah, I'm going to continue to do that. Sometimes with bulk cards, I've put them inside of a Dragon Shield container, like one of those where you get your sleeves in. That's another way to do it. So yeah, I think that's it. And again, I'm up to 8 subscribers now, so that's nice. But I'm hoping to get to 9, so maybe that's you. And if you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you around. Thank you for watching.